be recording it in 2, 3, 1. Welcome to our Tea Time Thursdays with the Fox Tribe. Today we have a very special Avi Fox. We have a very special Fox. The Great Fox Avy Silva is joining us this afternoon, and I'm very happy and honored to have her here kasi it's been a while since she's been doing talks and everything, diba? This is one of your goals in the past, goals, and now you're doing it, and I'm so happy, and that's why I want to record it so that we can have a copy of it. And Avi is a very passionate, no, not passionate, is very driven to do the workouts talaga. Grabe ang transformation from before, from years back to the present, and how committed she was in this routine, and whatever it is that is light for her. And she's gonna show us how to do it also, and how she's doing it, what's the best way, and how she incorporates Sunya in the practice. So yeah, thank you for that. And yeah, Mother P wants to say something. Do you want to say something, Mother P? Palakpak. Yay. So, yes, today I formally introduce to you the Great Fox Avy Silva. Yay! Wala pa ko sound.
Um, I'm learning to keep my sessions short. So, my journey that about ago, I was going through studying. You know how it is. Their put their mind into something more productive. So for me, my goal was to become lighter, and in terms of like how I carry myself, because I play bad, but I found it heavy and covered every where the heaviness was coming from. It wasn't the weight actually, so it was coming from inside, um, the fats inside, along with a dense emotions. So I'm just gonna show you real quick how I look like my years, just, just so we can both appreciate. So, so I try. Where is it? So I looked a bit heavier before. You can see here. Why is so like that lighter, both physical and spiritual. Um, I preferred I joined that in a um, first and it thought it should. So I and really the sessions what you doing you will everyone will be doing this at the end of this session. Everyone will Okay. So I'm just gonna share right now. If there are any other questions, if you have any comments, I don't think I'd be able to see it, but I think Tina or Darl will help me get to them, like probably in the chat. Okay, so I'm just gonna share my screen. Can everyone see it?
I
I
can
see
see
it.
it.
Okay, good. So that is how things work out when are supposed to be in zero, right? So this whole session, it's not exactly just about working out or getting physical. So I'm just moving. Oops. So yeah, first of all, it's not about the weight. So I know you don't want to wait, but don't worry. This is not about weight. When you're working out, when you're doing something to make yourself feel healthier, you don't need to measure yourself. No need for the tape measures or no need for scales. Actually, the scales are pretty deceiving. If you want to like measure yourself, so it's not the healthy way to um, to go onto this healthier or fitness journey. So again, keep in mind it's not about the scales. And I know you don't want, or some of you might not want the additional weight, but it also it also plays in with your patience, with yourself, because Sunya again teaches us grounded, to be grounded, and again chill. For me, that's the word I would use, chill. So we're just no pressure at all with the weights, and that's how I applied it with my journey. Because before I was really like every weekend, like every weekday, I would be at the gym, mga 30 minutes or an hour lang. And then on weekdays, I'm sorry, weekends, I make it a point to have a um, a session like either Muay Thai or boxing, because I needed something in my body. So that's how I did it. Now when I applied Sunya, I didn't have that urge. I mean, as much as before, because Sunya had taught me to just be um, parang at ease, or just chill, no pressure, anything, just my body. So again, you don't need to measure yourself in terms of you know in terms of your health or so on. But if you are experiencing any health issues, you might actually get that checked first. This and what way you would get really helpful.
Hello, yes, we can hear you, and it's awesome.
Right, exactly. For me, I love the tea latte, as in I love it. It's hot. I love it. It's cold. When it's cold, you almost get an instant milk tea. You try it. It's really good. So I'm just gonna move on to the next slide, which is it moved on so fast. Okay, so there are two, just to make working out or getting physical, or building muscle. There there are two sides. One is the inner, and of course then there's the physical. And the physical really takes time. It takes perseverance, patience at most, as in and mainly if you want to show up. So I think it goes back to what is your purpose. Once you want the workout, Is it because for other people, or is it because it's for yourself? So here on this slide, we talk about it's about time for yourself, and setting a time or day within when you want to work out, or when you want to practice anything that you've learned, probably new exercises or whatever. Just going back to be about either showing off, or if it's something that is for you, it's not for other people. So if it is for you, then this is really worth about setting some time in your day. Because if you go and choose the you want to just show off to other people, oh, I've got abs, oh, I've got muscles, oh, I've got whatever, and it's just all for show, then you won't feel healthier, or you won't feel better inside. That's what I've known as well. Like, I mostly I mostly talk with others that are doing coaching, training, or working out. And for me, it's coming from that they're not happy, even though they're working out, they're working so hard. All these muscles, the sweat like sliding off the the arms and whatever. And I get that, and I see them. They're kind of sad, but again, it all boils down to what is your purpose. And if you have found that purpose to be a better you, make your happy, your muscles happy, and everything, then the next step is to set some time within the day, within the week, not hopefully within the month. Within the month, that's like you're probably thinking maybe, oh, just once a month I'll work out. Uh, so it's actually the healthier way is probably set some time, mga three three days 3 days a week. That would be good, and doesn't have to be intense, because our body, it needs to keep it needs to move, right? Moves, and you might want to, and you know how they do it with door hinges, like you put some oil. So when you're working out, that's also a way of just so when you bend, when you need to pick up something on the floor and you like rise up, you don't immediately get uh bend, mahilo or what. So I'm just mindful of our Filipino, our Tagalog friends here. I will speak in English. Okay. Any questions so far regarding setting time and knowing what your purpose is in terms of
So what's the best time? Morning, afternoon?
working out? That's a good question. Yes. So if you're a morning person, it's great to be working out around 8 or 7. I mean, that's what I did before. I just woke up to go to the gym at around 7 a.m. Back home gym. But yeah, it really depends on you, on what you're comfortable with. Me, I prefer working out in the afternoon. Probably actually after this call I will. um so yeah, it's either morning around afternoon in our body system. 2 p.m. antok na and we want to sleep. That's actually a good time for you to work out. Kasi sleep and you might end up sleeping at 8. Afternoon is good. 2 to 3. Then in the evening, It's actually around 6 to 7, and yeah. So that's my suggestion. But again, totally up to you what you are comfortable when you want to work out. Any other questions before I jump next?
Thank you so much for that. Do you have any questions? Just type in the chat box or you can say it. Avi goes to the next slide. Do you have any questions? Three, two, one. Very clear, Avi. It was very clear.
Okay, this is the vital one for me for my workout. It is setting up my playlist. Usually I take so long to set up my playlist. My list is very well curated. It depends on my mood as well. It also apply the same thing. If you feel working out in this playlist, sometimes I have Enya playing in the background when I'm working out. So sail away, sail away. So I'm like, just sail, just just some curls. Yeah.
Wow, sail
So
away, sail away. Social daw ang Enya.
and those you wanna sweat off. And meron someone else is also doing it.
Yes, Miss.
Or ang song, sorry.
Made in Hands at saka Thievery version.
Oh, I have not heard that eh. Pero
Yeah.
akong niya, I forgot ang sa atong katong gamit sa November na movie na si Keanu Reeves and si Charlize Theron. I forgot what it
Kana.
was.
Anya. Dili
Enya
ka
pa din.
katong sa Lord of the Rings.
Yes! Oh my God! I love that. That's in. That's it. Music or sometimes I just wanna focus kay dili ko gusto mix. I just play ever mostly hip hop kasi it prevents me from dancing along dancing along to the music and it takes away from doing. So again, totally up to you what list you want. Sometimes and of course if you're in the mood to like I think perfect especially in the morning is when you're using or when you're listening to the access consciousness podcast. I tried that once and actually it was a very light workout. It was really nice. So you don't feel any pressure while you're working out and you're just listening to Dr. Dane and they talk about sometimes there are colors, right? And then the colors are crying and then they're just laughing about it and yeah, it just amuses me. So I like working out. I like totally do what you want use for your playlist. But it is very vital for me unfortunately they whatever everything. So for cats, how do I see? Okay, cat again. So music one for sure, whatever works for you. And up next, is this the right one? Oops, sorry. Next one. So Again, I just want to go back to what I mentioned earlier. Na it depends on your purpose. Why are you working out? Are you working out for others, or are you working out yourself? It's for you because you want to feel better inside. You want to feel healthier. Oh, my workout alarm just went off. Okay, sorry. Um. So yeah. So you go back to your purpose. Why you want to work out? Why you are, I mean, not question, but this statement is just, do you want it now, or I want it now? And then you ask me why. Why is there a pressure of wanting it now? Because it might tie up to the purpose na you want someone to see a better version of you. So it's either that, it's either that, or you're just really impatient with yourself, with your progress. And I'm here to tell you right now, it's okay to take your time when you are working out, when you are on your fitness journey. Because if you I've had that before. I was very frustrated with mine. I wasn't seeing it, but then I just kind of I put some schedule in my time or in my day. I ate right and so on, and eventually I saw results. Um, so it's all about just letting go, being patient, and while you're progressing and so on. You don't need to put pressure on yourself, and um, the results will definitely show after anyway. Kasi in when you are working out, um, all of it boils down to continuing practice and being patient with yourself. So take the scales away, take the tape measures away, and all of that, and you'll notice that you'll need a new wardrobe. Wala, just which I did with mine.
We like that new wardrobe.
Yes,
There's
new
a question.
wardrobe. It
There's
gives you a
a
better
question
personal,
here. There's
but
a question here.
they a third purpose.
Yes. So there's a question
Okay.
here.
Yeah,
For starters, how long should a workout session last?
good question. So my recommendation is 30 minutes. 30 minutes is all it takes. So, kasi the trainers now, so some of the gyms, they actually have classes that lasts 30 minutes, and my cardio and everything and all that stuff. And even beginners, even for beginners, it's already good. So 30 minutes would be a good start. Better is if you have treadmill or something. If you have treadmill or something, then you can actually get on a treadmill and just run for a bit, mga 10 minutes or so. 1 second, I'm sorry, I think I have free. Ina, can you take over?
So sige, I'll just one. Hello everybody and thank you for tuning in. It's 333. So nag-break siya at 333. What else is possible? The angels are with us today even when we're doing workouts. So thank you for this share, Avi. Avi, it's really awesome to have you in contributing to this kind of class because this is your forte and this is something that you can really say that you've been doing for years already and we are seeing the results. So thank you for that. And here's a message from Mother P. You're with the Ascended Masters and they're working with you day and night. So the working there is also, diba, on many levels. They love, guide, and protect you in all ways. Thank you, Mother P, for that input. And there are comments here also from Ate Rio. Discipline needed din po talaga. And there's lots of comments here. Yeah, what else is possible? Thank you, Mother P. Thank you, Ate Rio, for the feedback. So it's Abby's turn.
Ganahan ko aning comment. I'm just reading through the chats and ganahan ko aning ano, behind actually okay, let's see what else. Oh no, not me.
It's okay.
All
You
right,
are
so any questions so far on this part? No, yes.
for me, none yet. It's clear.
All right, moving on. So I mentioned before, again, it's always up to you. You need this time, though. I want to make it clear. You need to listen to your body. There are coaches out there who would just say, okay, keep pushing, and they are trainers. If there are also people like me before, na I want someone to like push me, or make me accountable. I thought that would work for me, but actually, right now when I'm just working out on my own, I found that I can do it myself. Na I don't need someone to push me, to tell me na you can do it. Um, keep at it, just 10 more or 3 more or whatever. I can actually do it myself. I can be my own trainer. So right now my trainer has just learned Sunya. So my trainer is telling me to just chill and listen to yourself. Do you want to push yourself? Kasi if you're pushing yourself, you're gonna get strained. So I listen. I have that conversation, I guess, with myself. Like, okay, kaya pa ba? If not, don't push it. So same goes for you. You don't need to like push yourself so hard if you want to start working out. Say if you push yourself, you might not get strained muscles or so on, and you'd get more frustrated if you put that kind of pressure on yourself. So best way to go is to chill, not chill lang talaga na super chill, but take it slow. Again, going back to patience and making sure na you're listening to your body. Baka pala, you're doing a 10-minute run, or you're running 5K. I actually don't like running. If anybody has seen me, joining some fun runs, I don't know why I do it as well, but I end up being there. Um, but I guess it's because I love working out as well with other people. That's why I wanna join them in their run. But yeah, kunara you're running and then you're already out of breath, or like sumasakit your, what do you call this, appendix. It there's a sharp pain. Usually that happens. I actually found this out when I was just running. If you feel a sharp pain while you're running or doing exercise or anything, dancing or whatever, and then you feel a sharp pain here, so right, um, that means that the air, you just need to shout it out from the diaphragm. You know what they do when it's not shouting. There's two types of breathing, diba? Either from the lungs or from the diaphragm. So this time, if you feel that kind of pain, you need to let the air out that's coming. So that's like coming from your diaphragm, and it usually sounds deeper if you shout. Your voice would sound deeper than the usual. I don't know. Has anyone tried that before? Like when you,
Yeah, sa dancing.
yeah,
I have that pain.
exactly.
Ang ingon sa mga trainer kay kulang daw ko hangin.
Oops.
Ako sa jogging. So,
Yeah.
while nag-jog, tapos may nanaw niya ka na mag-agay-agay-agay. So, to. So, thank you for that. Now, I know, naman ko na so, no, experience.
And share ko lang na katong first time na ako nag-workout, actually, kanang ano lang ko, introduce lang ko sa equipment and stuff. And then they made me try all this a few workout lang. after that, it was just 10 minutes ha. After that, I felt like maghapit na ko mag-black out. And then I felt like I was about to puke. So see, so I wanted to show them that I was fine, and I just casually said, "Oh, Sonia CR." And then I tried my best to walk as straight as I can to the restroom, and then nagsuka ko because I was pushing myself na kaya na ko ni 10 lang, sure, kaya ko na. And then it was my first time in a very long time to work out, so nagtakuyawan ako ang lawas, and so nisuka ko. And that will definitely happen for sure if you push yourself, especially if bago pa lang ka. If you push yourself into doing something na dili sanay imong lawas, so nag-resist ang imong lawas, and at the same time you were probably it's like I'm talking to myself 2 years ago. You were probably not listening to your body because you pushed yourself and now nisuka na ka. So that's why it's always important na you take your time. You make sure na you ano ba, again, listening to your body na if you feel like sakit na imuhang here sa may ribs area, or you can hardly breathe, or nagasakit imuhang ulo, especially if nagasakit imong ulo, that means you're not breathing right when you are working out. And I really want to share this with you guys na when you're running, when you're doing cardio or whatever, it's really important to breathe properly. And how do you breathe properly? So inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. You'll notice now when, like, let's say example, you're running, inhale, exhale from the mouth, it's gonna hurt your throat. It will be really painful and so hard to breathe na mag-stop ka every 2 to 3 minutes, and then you'd have to like pause, and then eventually maglakaw na lang ka. So that's what happened to me before. And then a professional, a pro runner told me na it's because I wasn't breathing correctly. So there, one thing I've experienced here with some runners, they pace, they set their pace kung unsa imong pace, and so you're able to monitor or to check on you if you're doing correctly, if you're doing it right, and so on. And when you're, if anyone here is like lifting or using weights or have used weights before, there's also a proper way of holding certain items, like let's say a barbell or a dumbbell or whatever. If you just let it like ganyan lang, it's really gonna hurt your wrist. So you need to pay attention to your body, how you are doing the exercise, because what we want to avoid is having you pass out, having you puke or vomit, or having you hurt your body, basically. So yes. So if you feel like your head hurts, or you're unable to breathe, sakit yung side mo, or something, or your wrist is parang na strain or whatever, stop and check yourself what is, if you're doing the exercise right or wrong. And then check yourself, kaya pa ba or not. If not, you always have the option to relax and to just chill and try again tomorrow. Okay? Okay. So, oh, I still have chats. Let's see. Yes, matching the body. I'm just going through here through the chats. Matching the body reality to your body expectation. Correct, correct, correct. Yes. Workout targets. Again, it is totally up to you what you want. I suggest if you're really new, if you're just starting out, um, it's always safe to start with five or seven, uh, and then just progress. Uh, okay, so where do you get your strength in lifting? Good question, and thank you for that wonderful question. The strength doesn't because usually when you see lifting, you might think that it's coming from the arms, but it's not. It's coming from the entire body. It's coming from the core. The core is the center of it all. Kaya siya core. So the strength is coming from yung the pelvis area or something, and it's what's helping you lift, and then you're actually pushing yourself off the floor with your legs. So it's not about arms. It's not about the arms or biceps or whatever. So even as someone as scrawny as me, I can lift, probably I'm getting there, almost, almost up to my weight. So I can pretty much lift myself soon. And that's not coming from my arms. It's coming from my core. So the core is like what Zai mentioned here. All paa sa tail. So okay, you need to grounded in terms of any sound, but when you are lifting, you're pretty much grounding yourself on the floor, centering yourself, and lifting it with your entire body. But the focus is actually sa core. So again, it's not the arms and or whatever else. And you need to be careful, like especially when you're lifting mga barbell na kanang nagaana good, or like stuff like that. Always be careful with the neck, because you're you're probably going to end up straining your neck if you're yung kanang manggahi gani ka sobra nimong focus. But in fact, it's the focus of asa ka nagakuha og power. It's not from your neck, it's not from your arms, but it's from the core. By yes. Actually, um, this leg it and and so on is because the first thing that people see is the most chest area, so dugo kay lawas, di ba? But actually, pinaka foundation area, legs, and then your core. So it's really great, when people already starting with Tai Chi, and all other foundational na types of exercise or movement. Kay you're just a few steps away um you know from being super healthy. And trivia that I learned when I was trying out yoga for the time is that even if you are the best person in the gym or at the gym, always follow that you are great at yoga or great at balancing. So, siya connect. Yoga, it's more about stretching, and making for yourself with energy. And then we have Sunya, which is, it's more about strengthening the legs, and then we have Great Fox, which is more about strengthening the core. So it's really great. So it's like the ribbon. It's the nice little ribbon that puts us all at ease. It centers us, it grounds us, and it's super effective if you like tie up tie up everything, or just partner it. Like, let's say, for example, you're not doing yoga. That's totally fine. You're not doing working out or whatever, or tai chi and stuff. It's totally fine. That's why Sunya, it works best on its own, kasi it's a mind body connection siya. Si Sunya. Hello, Mr. Rowan. In the chat. I hate you.
Happy birthday, Tita Merlinda. It's her birthday today.
Oh my gosh! Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Oh, you are on mute.
Day to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Sorry I'm late.
Oh, totally fine.
We're still in the middle. Love,
God
love.
bless. God bless.
Yes.
I want to listen to Mom Ivy.
Thank you. Okay. Sige. Oh, thank you all for joining again. Thank you all for being here. I will be honest, I was a bit anxious before I started, because my first time speaking about one of my many hobbies, I guess. Any questions for Jen? I think we're just down to a few more slides.
We love it actually what you're doing. Actually kami ni Zay naga-converse lang mi sa baba. It's not about you. Naga-ano lang mi, naga-chikahan lang mi about core and leg strengthening. They are both important, and thank you for always for bringing this out, bringing this up, the physical body and the importance of the physical body also. And because we're in this body. So thank you for this. We're having fun, Zay and I, and the rest.
Thank you, everything. Oh, okay. So, moving on, just a few more slides. Um, yeah, do it right. Get it? Okay. Anyway, um, so kinsa diri nakatanaw na og Legally Blonde, then you'll probably relate sa second line. But
Nini.
diba, endorphins can make you happy, and happy people don't just kill people. But you know that in real life now, I'm now considering that by contradictions. But anyway, when you are exercising, when you are doing sunya, yoga, or whatever type of exercise you're doing, it's always great to journal. Um, maybe not just physically writing down. I like the feel of actually writing stuff on a piece of paper. You can also take down notes on your phone or computer or whichever. And why is it important, right? It's so you can check how you're feeling. Like, let's say you're doing a particular, like, let's say an exercise, right? For this particular exercise, you managed to finish it, but you weren't happy about it. And that's totally fine. It's good that you know what does not make you happy, what does not resonate with you. So you can find another type of exercise that you can do na almost targets the same part sa body. And then you know uh it will it will make your life really um, life better if you find something that you like doing. So I literally have a list on my phone, um, exercises that I like doing, because there are really some exercises that I don't like burpees. If anyone has tried burpees ever in their life and they love it, I don't know why. I don't know, but um, but yeah, burpees for me is hard, so I try to find an alternative for that. Maybe jumping jacks or something. Jumping rope is really also not something that I like, so I try to find an alternative for that. Something that can still give me cardio, and doesn't hurt me as much as jumping rope does. So that's why I suggest na you write down however or whatever you're feeling. It's like your diary, right? Your workout diary. Just so you can also gauge yourself, see if if this type of exercise is making you feel better after, or it just made you feel worse. Um, and like, let's say this particular exercise actually hurt my foot or hurt my legs, so you need, best to like write that down, and maybe go back to it and see why did it hurt. So another tip as well when you're working out is if you are you're doing a particular exercise, like let's say you're doing an exercise to improve your arms, but your wrist is in pain, or something else is in pain, another part of your body is in pain, that means you are not doing it correctly. So if you are doing a particular exercise, um, just side note this sa slide ko, make sure na you are observing your posture, or like if you're doing executing it correctly, because if not, then another part of your body will hurt. Like sa example, yung sa lifting, if the back hurts while you're lifting, then you are not using your core when you're not using your core when you're lifting stuff. If the arms hurt when you're lifting, then again your core is not being used when you're carrying heavy stuff. Okay, so
Yes,
it's
similar to, just to add, similar to yoga, they also really focus on core. They don't allow you to get your strength from the knees, because the knees is very important, and once it's injured, diba, it's challenging to have, to have an injured knee, especially if you are dependent on that. Important masyado ang knee, so it's better to get the strength on the core for yoga and that kind of training. Thank you.
yes, correct. Thank you for the tidbit, Tina. And also when you're using your knees, there's also another tip when you're using your knees. uh, you need to keep it uh,
Half
like
bent.
let's say this is your foot here, and then this is your knee, and then your hamstring or whatever thigh. So whenever you're doing lunges, or basically just using your knees to like bend over or lift or whatnot, it's always best to keep it at, what is this, 90 degrees, right? 90
Yeah.
degrees,
Mm-mm.
rather than when your knees are
Totally bending.
protruding.
Dapat
Yeah,
bending.
kasi it will
Half
hurt,
bent,
'di ba,
right?
Tin? Lalo na sa yoga, it
Mm.
will hurt, it will strain your knees
Yeah.
later on. So it's always best to put your knees at 90 degrees, even with squats or whatever else. So yes. Um, Next, again, don't forget to journal your emotions when you are working out. If it's not making you happy for about a week, then maybe you want to try a different workout. Maybe if you're crying every after workout for a week, try something else. Okay, next. Just this is just going back to my point earlier na who are you competing against? Because we had at this gym of mine. Sorry, we're about to get 2 minutes. About to um, end this. Sorry. So there was this big plaster sa gym na you are your own competition. So it's a reminder for us na we were not competing against anyone inside the gym. So it's similar as to us here. It's a good reminder na when you are, you know, improving yourself, it is not because you're going against the other person or whoever else. It's because you just want to improve yourself. So it's similar to all of the teachings, all of the learnings we've gone through here. Tea Time Thursdays with the X and Fox Tribe, with Sisterhood of the Rose, and so on. Na the teaching is always going back to oneself. It's not about what others think. It's not about what they think. It's about, or what their opinion is, or so on. It's all about you, what makes you happy, what makes you grow inside, and so on. So again, if you're working out, just think of it as, this is for you. This is for your own health. Okay? And it's not because you got pressured into doing it, or because you want others to see, oh, hey, I'm working out or something. Okay? And yeah, I guess that's it. And how do I apply Sunya at, I mean, like the literal applying? It's through the counting. Um, so there are countings like, when you're stretching or whatever. So I apply Sunya best when I am doing my stretching, or basically doing all of my exercises. I count from 9. I use the 9 to 0 when I'm doing my curls, or whatever type of exercise it is. And and it I always find na it's a very relaxing, it's weird, but it's a very relaxing type of workout when I do that method of working out. Na I do Sunya, because that's my way of being patient with my body, and not putting too much pressure, and listening to my body, and making sure na I am doing the exercise correctly. I am in no hurry, and I am doing this for me. So that's how I am applying Sunya. And I have tried it with other people as well. I asked them, when you're doing this particular workout, count from 9 to 0, and breathe. What one breathe in and out. How do you explain that?
One breath
Um,
is one count.
yes, one breath is one count. So one in out is in out one. Said it. Yeah. So, and then the feedback I got was it really relaxed them. So even if they almost died with the workout I gave them, the don't worry, you will not die. I will try. Um, sa cool down session namin, they found na it really relaxed them, and almost made them feel na they didn't go through hell through the workout with me.
Hala,
And so,
mag-workout kaya ta with you. Kanang wala lay tools. Pwede. Kanang body
oh, yes,
gamitin.
as in, actually sa amo ang workout dire, whenever there are other people joining me here,
Okay ka.
um, dili na ko sila ginapagamit og tools. Mainly, siya kanang core, body weight, kasi the body is really the greatest tool ever.
Yes, so true.
Di ba?
Mm.
So yeah. And again, a reminder, you can always change the physical aspect, but again, I learned this through when I was introduced to Sunya. What always works best, if you work on that the inner work. So you apply Sunya, and working out whatever form it is, and it's it's gonna be a totally different feeling. It's lighter, and it's not as pressure, and it doesn't put as much pressure as when I had been doing other workout before. So that's my experience, and hopefully with your experience you can also apply it. Again, don't put that much pressure on yourself. You just need to chill, and you can actually try it now.
Okay.
So you can try it after this call, or whichever. So it's pretty simple. It's more of an arm stretch. The arm stretch is when you put your whichever arm you can go. I'm using my right arm right now, and I'm just doing this, and I am counting. So it's like I'm pulling my right arm, not too much, just enough na it's kind of feeling a little bit stretch. 9 to 0. So if we do everything this, we might go past. We are gonna get past the 4 o'clock. I am so sorry. And then you can move on to the next, and then do the same, and then head tilt. So sa head tilt, you'd see people like putting their hand in on the head. but you don't push. You don't push. This is just to guide your head, and then count 9 to 0, and then do the next, and then here, pababa, and then up. Okay. And next is squat. Squat is basically sa lower body, so that's just your legs, your hamstrings, and your hinges. Hinges is yung the hips. The hips is hips don't fly. And then you just do sunya, the sunya count as well, the 9 to 0. This is where the knees should be at 90 degrees and not like this, because it will hurt your knees. And then last stretch would be yung reaching your heel. So that's like when you're like doing this in your body. So you're trying to reach for your heel
Mm.
or your ankle. If you can't reach your toe, that's totally fine. The toe is like the ultimate goal, or the ultimate goal is to become like this. Right now I can only do this. I can only like sandwich my body like that. So yeah, so you can try this out. Again, keep in mind, use the 9 to 0. One breath is one count, tama ba? So
One breath.
and you'll find na it's much more relaxing than the usual way of stretching. If you've like done exercises before, or other types of workout before, so yeah, so thank you for listening to my session. I hope you found some nuggets and so on. And I really liked my journey, despite the I guess it's not really a struggle. I don't see a struggle in it because I really like doing it. So I hope you also find your own journey, however it will look like, in terms of your health and fitness. Basta for me, I always make sure na I drink my tea latte after, because that's like icing, what cherry on top, cherry on top of my workout session.
So true. Parang your reward.
Yeah, yun, exactly. That's my reward. I was, calorie counting before, so that didn't work out for me. So I figured, why am I punishing myself with food? I
Mm.
can always, I'm always working out, so like, why not I enjoy something I really like yung tea latte. So yeah. So
Wow.
yeah, questions? Any questions? Do I have any
A lot
questions?
of comments here on the chats. Thank you so much for that wonderful, inspiring talk about the workout. Kanang mag-workout ko ta with Abby, diba? So maybe we can schedule tapos na atay mga Tai Chi sessions with Shifu in the future, no? Maybe we can just have it on Zoom or what. I'm contacting also Shifu, and then of course have workout sessions with you also. Yeah, what else is possible? Just creating mga different ways to also balance our body with all of this information. Our body is very important. And thank you all for learning with us. I am also learning here. And we have so many comments like here with Tita Merlinda. It's her birthday, and we honor you for being here. Even though
Thank
it's
you for spending your birthday here with us.
so in the
As
last,
in, oh my God, naminaw dyan siya sa akong call.
Yes, we are blessed kasi wala pang school. Kaya binigay na ni Upline Tina yung Zoom, yung
link.
sa personal message. Sabi ko, nagdadali ako, nagluto ako ng spaghetti.
Might make
Ulit na. For simple merienda. Sayang hindi tayo magkasama. Bigyan ko sana kayo ng merienda.
Yeah. Si Tita here is a teacher, yes, and currently in transition also in the new normal. And the comment of Tita here is, we teachers are always in a hurry in this time of quarantine period. Walang alarm clock, and I have my time now. So thank you so much for spending your time, Tita, and interrupting your spaghetti making. Is it
Oh,
mag-snack na daw tayo and reward ourselves
okay, snack time,
with
merienda.
spaghetti, and Abby will do the workout, 'di ba? You will do the workout after this.
I'm happy to be with you on my birthday. So
Hey, kami
special.
also, Tita. We are so happy to be here with you also.
I love Sunya. Sunya
Yes.
people are positive people.
So true. We just keep learning here.
Kasi pareha sa DepEd, naku, ang daming reklamo.
Yes, we
Ayan
can.
din. Wow, ang sexy naman.
Yes, I'm here. Naka-off lang kanina because my internet is, in and out. So I had to turn off my camera, but now it seems fine.
Nagsunya ang camera ni Tina.
As in. So, yeah, Tita, we can also schedule with your DepEd teachers and we can teach them Sunya via Zoom if you like for free. It's gonna be our treat to you. And
Wow, thank you.
ease with your teaching. And also, a school here in Davao City is incorporating Sunya in their school. Like every morning, they really do the Sunya. Naka-PA system ang kanilang Sunya. So it's actually easier for teachers because the reports are saying na kids are more kind. So the age of the kids are from preschool to preschool hanggang high school ang mga kids na nagasunya. So it's really wonderful. And
Secondary. Secondary ako.
secondary, that is awesome also. They would be
Mathematics.
wonderful in
Mathematics.
their exams. So Avi typed here that always hydrate with or without exercising. Yes, this is one thing that we also advocate aside from breathing with Sunya. We also drink water. Water is very important. Water is life. So always hydrate. So thank you everybody for being here. We honor and acknowledge each one of you. And I'm going to stop the recording now.
Thank you.